So I hear Mr. House runs the strip. He took it over from the last guy, Mr. Mob-infested hellhole. Did he just say that? I hear James Garrett drove 5,000 head of Brahmisman faces. Sure, they still rough you up, but they look so happy. I told my wife, she's good looking for a ghoul. It's just too bad she's not a ghoul. Ay, ay, ay. People say it's hard the fastidious couple. She's fast, and he's hideous. Ha-cha-cha. I've been in love with the same woman for 17 years. To a doctor and says, Doctor, doctor, I have this horrible rash. The doctor says, son, that's called your face. Ding dong. I had dinner at the Ultra Lux the other night. I told them my steak tastes funny. They said it was bad. The ladies would be all over me. What? You're...
Howdy, son. How can I help you? Sharp eyes on you, all right. All I need now is to settle a score. We didn't come a long ways just to stroll our best clothes around. There's a long list of grievances that Heck Gunderson's got to answer for, kid. I'm here to make sure that rancher stops stealing our lands. If he ain't chiseling behind your back, he just sends his men ready for a fight. Then you either sell your ranch for a penny, or you're dead. All that money buys him any NCR senators he wants. Scoundrels like Heck. There's just no way for us small folks to get by. Much less prosper, kid. Damn hard to make the living in the desert, kid. Heck's a different breed. Goddamn thief he is. Scaring us into giving away our lands is all he's done to strike it flush. I have no illusions that he'll ever stop his plundering, so I'm just gonna make him suffer. That's what I'm gonna do. Here in town, he's got a few of his armed men to protect him. I just gotta find out what he's up to, and then I'll know where to hit him hard. Where I come from, we appreciate good intentions. I reckon you could help me figure out what he's doing in town. Tell you what, that chiseler's blowing hot air over at that there fancy casino, the Ultra Lux. Find out what's his story here, will you? All right, kid. I appreciate it.
Hey.
Beg your pardon, stranger, but I'm looking for someone. You ain't seen a young man with dark brown hair and a white hat on lately, have you? Ain't nobody got one darn piece of news about my boy. Not one lousy speck of information. Ain't got one Brahmin unaccounted for across a dozen ranches. But I'm here for an hour and my own son just up and disappears on me. Howdy. Good seeing you again. I'll be damned. You mean the young Gunderson? That's a shaved tail if I ever saw one. He's got less sense than a Brahmin at a crossroads. I'd not be one to complain if he got lost for good, kid. If it makes Heck suffer, then I'm all for it. So Ted's nowhere to be found, and Heck's quite unprotected while looking for him, huh? Hell, it sounds like the perfect time to get even. Heck won't know what hit him. What do you say? I hear you. What's on your mind? Ethel's gonna be madder than a wet hen. Let you reap what you sow, kid. and Heck's earned every ounce of misery he gets. So we have a deal? All right, kid. Be good.
Welcome to the Ultralux. I do hope it exceeds your every expectation. I do, but one can hardly call it work. I think of myself as a caretaker rather than a common laborer. I suppose it is a labor of love if it can be called labor at all. We at the White Glove Society are all responsible for maintaining the beauty and class of the Ultralux. And as its founder, I suppose it falls to me to decide how we go about it. This again? I thought this was all settled. I answered every one of that investigator's questions to his satisfaction and gave all the help I could. I know our reputation hasn't always been spotless, but that's all in the past now. How some people can't get over it is beyond me. For the last time, the White Glove Society has never and will never consume human flesh for any reason. It's written in the charter.
How may I be of service, sir? Ah, yes. Good. And you know what it is to be discreet in matters of nutrition. Perhaps you can help me. Ted Gunderson is his name. It would be simplest if we could convince him this was all an unfortunate misunderstanding. But if he won't listen, we can't very well let him go. He'll have to be slaughtered and served. Then we wouldn't need the replacement. But you would need to deal with his father, Heck. Perhaps if you could smear some of Ted's blood around his father's hotel room, you could frame him.
Hey there. My daddy's gonna kill all you bastards once he finds out what you done to me.
Damn! Ha!
Any word as to our arrangement? You made it past his guards, then. Excellent. Send a Securitron up to his room. It's programmed to investigate anything suspicious.
Greetings, citizen. You've done the right thing, citizen. Reporting struggles, scuffles, and tussles is the civic duty of every man, woman, and child. Thanks to you, we can all sleep in our beds a little sounder, knowing that swift justice awaits those who take moral shortcuts for personal gain. Rest assured, I will apprehend the perpetrator and see him or her punished, even though in some ways, evil is its own punishment. Ted Gunderson, you're under arrest for the murder of Ted Gunderson.
Blazes. That's my son you're talking about. He ain't dead. I'm looking for him.
It is my duty to inform you that murder is a serious crime. As a murderer, you should be feeling emotions such as guilt, sorrow, and shame. If not, you may wish to consult a mental health professional.
Where's my son? What'd you do with my boy?
I hope this experience has taught you an important lesson about the value of human life.
You can't do this to me. This is a mistake.
Please allow me to escort you to the nearest criminal processing facility.
The hell I will.
Stand back, citizens. Deceased bodies are a known source of illness and a potential tremendous hazard.
Civilizing Prim will show what we can do for everyone else in these territories.
Howdy. Good seeing you again. You have? What are you waiting for, kid? Spill the beans. Both Gundersons gone? I'll be damned. You are one of a kind. This deserves a good compensation, kid. How does that sound? I'm a man of my word. Here's your money.